Hi friends, it's Sonia from Love Heals Tarot. I'm here today to do the end of December, early January 2021 reading for Leo. Hi my Leo friends, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. Oop, I'm shuffling out the Wisdom of the Oracle, my Moonology cards. Trying to get the messages that could resonate with you. If they do resonate, take them, and if they don't, take what you can out of them and leave the rest. We're all living individual lives, can't all be the same message for all of us, but if it does fit, I hope it helps. Okay. Well, I think that one of the messages that I'm going to keep on shuffling. I feel like I need more cards, but one of the cards that came out is surrender to the divine. Well, isn't that what we've all had to learn this year? How to surrender. We have had no control over our situation, no control over how things are, the outcome. There's nothing we could have done that could have changed the situation, with the pandemic, and no money, no fame, no fortune could change it. So somewhere in your life, you're needing to surrender and just let the cards fall where they do and not have an attachment to the outcome. We just have to surrender control. Sometimes things just have to happen and it takes time. Yes. Okay, I want another couple cards. I like these cards so far. These cards, I like to pick them because they kind of tell the story, and then I clarify with the tarot. Because the tarot is, one card is, there's a lot of messages, but this really tells a story. Okay. Oops. I let those fall, didn't I? Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, so as I said, we have surrendered to the divine, believe in the impossible, and a time to give rather than take. So it's just letting the cards fall where they lay. As I said, you have a dream, you have some real aspirations, real work in the process, things that you would like to see happen in the future. You're working on some stuff. This could be relationship wise as well. You'd like to see a change. You'd like to see an improvement. You'd like to see maybe a little bit more zest in your life. Believe in the possible, but sometimes we just have to let life happen and give. And what you'd like to receive, whether it be in family or fortune or work, give what you'd like to receive. So if you'd like to have co-workers that are more responsible and maybe communicate more with them and be more open with them, and there's just what you put out in the universe, what you put out to the people is what you attract. So being closed-minded does not attract open-minded people. Being stubborn does not attract generosity. So it's time to give rather than take is a sign of just being a little bit more open-minded and open to other people's perspectives. So the next cards, let me see. Your commitment is being tested. Now, commitments mean a lot of things: your finances, your relationships, obviously, your family, your co-workers. I get the sense that you're probably feeling a little tired of the monotony of the same old, things never changing, things not progressing. Life is all about evolving. And if you're the person evolving and your partners or your family or your co-workers or your lover isn't evolving with you, it can get to be that it tests your commitment. But here it says, look at the bigger picture. We all hit ruts. We all hit times in our life where we're not as satisfied with what's being presented to us. And maybe we're overworked, or we're worried too much about money, we're worried too much about pandemic or family members. But we have to really take a step back and look at the bigger picture of the situation. Sometimes what feels horrible today, when you really put it into perspective and change your mindset a little, change your perspective, change your just sit on it and meditate, and don't try to find what's wrong in the situation. Find what's right. It's so easy to criticize. It's so easy to pick on what we would like better, what we would want more of, what we would, it's always that we are in that kind of a mindset, a lot of gratification, we want it. But to really sit back and say, well, this relationship brings me so much security, brings me so much love, brings me, focus on what you are getting as opposed to what you're not. And you will put yourself in a much higher, what's that word I'm trying to say? Much higher vibration. And when you're in a higher vibration, then you attract more happiness. And the last card I got is a new romantic cycle begins. Well, so if you are single, that could mean that you could be meeting somebody new, and it could be of a romantic feeling. And if you are in a relationship, maybe just taking a step back and doing things a little differently, having a different perspective can put an added zest into your relationship. Expectations sometimes can lead to disappointments, but if you look at the bigger picture and maybe compliment your partner on the good things. Sometimes people give more when they feel appreciated, and vice versa. Or just, suggest something a little bit more invigorating that would, bring a little bit more romance into the house. We certainly have been with our partners through the pandemic a lot. So it's a little difficult to keep it always exciting and spicy, isn't it? But, if that's something that could bring you more warmth and more happiness, why not? Give it a try. Okay, so let's clarify with some tarot cards. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, please press the subscribe button. It would help my channel grow, and I'd appreciate it. If anybody is interested in speaking to me personally, you can email me. I'm not really doing personal readings, but I do occasionally take one or two, and I can see if I can help you on a personal level. Okay, so please give me the messages I need for Leo. Please give me the messages I need for Leo. Believe in the impossible. That's the blue moon. Once every blue moon, the impossible happens. And you have to believe that you can have that. That's what it's saying. So if there is a change you're really hoping for, believe in it. Feel it. Pretend it's already happened. Like when you believe in things and really manifest it, and don't lose sight of that dream, that anything can happen. Okay, so let me see what you got. Okay, so there is the 10 of Wands. There's definitely the dropping of the burdens. You've been carrying a lot on your back. You've been carrying a lot of responsibility, a lot of burdens, a lot of worries, a lot of thoughts. You got to release that. I think this is really, really, clarifying the surrender to the divine. You can carry that burden. You can't carry it anymore. You have to just believe that what's going to be is going to be, and it's all going to work out the way it's divinely orchestrated. You got to drop those burdens, my friend. You are on the road to lots of contentment and just feeling satisfied with where you are in the place in your world. This is agreements and contracts and real planning for your future, planning for other commitments, this could be anything, planning a vacation, planning, this could be as well like a marriage contract, or just a bunch of friends getting together. There's a contract involved here that could be prosperous. This does sometimes signify to be careful about the contracts that you are making, that sometimes in a 3, there's one that's not always as committed as the other, but it's definitely working out the plans. But I don't feel that they are going to be anything negative, because you have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, all about happy family, happy life. See, they're holding hands through. There's just a lot of contentment on the road to 2021 that's going to really fill your heart with happiness and being and feel satisfied that you have put in as much work as you possibly could, and you're trusting and believing that the cards are going to fall where they lay. You're going to put your best foot forward, and even your commitments that are being tested, you're going to come to peace with it. Sometimes it's not how we think it's going to look like. Nothing ever happens the way we think it's going to happen. But when you really take a step back and reassess and surrender to just let the flow go. We can't control everything. We can't control anyone. Absolutely. It's just going to happen. And if you know that you have done your part in being a positive contributor to this situation, then you just got to let go and let it all happen. Rest, meditate, take care of yourself. When you are a good person, you feel good inside, physically, mentally, emotionally, eat good food, drink lots of water. It all resonates out, and that's what you attract. You attract a lot of positive energy, even in the slightest way, even if you've been, working with the same people for the past 30 years. When you walk into the room with a lighter energy, it reflects on everybody. And in your marriages, if you wake up and you're happy and whistling, everybody around you it feels that, and it's contagious. So why not? Why not live a little lighter? We've had so much heaviness, and there's so much responsibility in our day-to-day life that if we can walk around a little lighter, it's good for us and it's good for those who surround us. Okay, I'm going to draw a card from my Starseed Oracle. They're very pretty cards that I like, and they give a little message as well. And I usually find that if this reading is working out, they all match up and they all clarify themselves, just like the dropping of the wands and the surrender to the divine. That's absolutely on point, Leo. So I know that Leos are very hardworking and very committed people to the cause. Leaders, definite leaders. So it's hard for the leaders to let go of the burdens, but in your own best interest, in your own inner healing and happiness, try as you must. Try to trust that what's meant to be will always work out. Okay, please give me the messages I need for Leo. Okay, now come on. One more shuffle, then I'm going to have to draw. Oh, there we go. Baby steps, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Just take that leap of faith. Trust and believe your intuition. Your gut tells you. Let it all go. Let things fall where they may. You take that step forward and know that your gut's not lying to you. We can't always know everything ahead of time. We can't know the result. We have to just take that step forward. And I'm 100% sure you've all done lots of this, stepping blindly into fate and not knowing how it was going to work out, and it all worked out well. But it's a trap that we have in our head that we're always concerned, but what if it doesn't work out? But what if that happens? What if this happens? But what if it all goes great? You won't know unless you really just take that step and trust your intuition. We all have this intuition inside of us. It's just some of us listen to it, some of us don't hear it, and some of us don't trust it. So trust it. You've been doing the work on yourself. I can tell by these cards that you have been trying to meditate and trying to really heal within and think about how you can move forward in a more peaceful manner. Okay, one more card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This deck I don't know as well, So I may have to read from the book, but maybe not. Sometimes it just comes, the messages. Sometimes I read the cards, and sometimes it's just the energy I feel from the card. That's why sometimes someone will make a comment and say, oh, that card doesn't mean that. Well, but that's what the book says, but life isn't a book. Sometimes it's the energy I feel. Oh, okay. Yin. I'm going to have to draw another card. Yin is use your female energy. Now, that's difficult to say because there's some men viewers. So, yeah, but we all have a male and female side. So a little bit more understanding, compassionate, sympathetic, you know, not to say that men aren't, but just use that more tender, softer side of yourselves. And deep knowing. Once again, this is all about trusting yourself. Within you, you know that everything is going to work out. You know, you just have that gut feeling of everything. You just have to release that need to know the outcome and that worry. Release the worry. Inside, you know that things have never failed you. That even if they fail, you dust yourself off, you pick yourself up, and you start again, and you have created many masterpieces in your own life. Like, just look around you. You're sitting here watching YouTube. You have a lot more than you think you do. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. I wish you all a very, very happy New Year. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope somebody, you can share with somebody if you felt that if there was something worth hearing. And I hope to see you again next month. Namaste.